Crew, Carl Sprudi's here. Thanks for joining me for another Decide Destiny Daily Dose. Decide to uplift your fellow man. You know what I love most? Cheerleaders. And probably not the cheerleaders you're thinking about, but people who cheer each other on, people who cheer champions on, champions in the making, people that are getting up every day, putting in the effort, trying, testing themselves, failing, brushing themselves off and getting up again. People who are actually excited for your wins, are excited for other people's wins, excited to see other people break through thresholds and limitations and belief systems that have been conditioned on them, or, they've self-conditioned, and created their own realities of confinements, and actually seeing other people cheering them on and realizing that they can break through that barrier and achieve a certain level of success, no matter whatever it is incredible. Last night I was at this awesome Rotary meeting. Good mate George put it together, and he had this amazing nurse who was there discussing the challenges, lockdowns, and I guess society being stretched has put on mental health, mental illness. And she said, the world says 1 in 5 people suffer from mental illness, and she said that's changed to 1 in 4, which is a serious number to consider. And she said she's noticed a lot more 19, 18, 17-year-olds coming into her clinic. So she's got kind of a temporary home where people can come in that are homeless and eventually find their way and find their feet to go out and to assimilate in society, I guess, in some way. But just incredible to see what she's doing. And as soon as I heard about the story, the good stuff that she's doing, the important gap in society that does not get sensational coverage as much, the important gap that she is covering, I said, I've got to jump on that. I've got to find a way that I can cheer her on. I've got to find a way that I can help her out, help her mission out, because it's just such a brilliant thing that she's doing. So really being able to cheer each other on is an incredible gift that we all have, and we all have potential to pull out of ourselves. And oftentimes, if you're struggling with your own self doubts, or your own self limitations, or getting over something, or just struggling with stress in your own life, if you can get out of your own world and go cheer someone else on, cheer someone who's doing great work in the world, it really inspires and uplifts you, and you're able to expel yourself from the negative drudgery, energy, and you can actually go and put that energy into something positive, and it can create some action and excitement in your own life. So, definitely in the US, you see this a lot more. You see people cheering, you on, people saying, "Yeah, man, you can go and do it. You can do it all." Huge generalization, but generally, and in Australia, in this country, there's definitely a plague of tall poppy syndrome. Anyone who's kind of, they're just out of society's line, they're just out of the kind of the formal line, and they're kind of, saying they're going to go shoot for the moon and shoot for the stars. We've got to pull that person back. We've got to cut them down to size. We've got to knock them down a bit. That sort of mentality's got to go, because it's really not good for mental health. And if you look at Australia and New Zealand, leading places for men's suicide per capita. So cheering people on and actually being interested in their lives, no matter what their beliefs are, no matter what their version of reality is, no matter what their concerns and fears and stresses are, but actually hearing them, listening to them, seeing their vision, joining alongside their vision and cheering them on is potential that we can all have. And for me, I've been lucky enough to have people around me who cheer me on, people that I can go and cheer on. I've been able to have different groups of different business owners and different professionals and different personalities that I can cheer on, and it's really something that's so special. It's something that I think we should all look at. How can we cheer people on? We don't always have to go for the underdog and hate anyone who's kind of succeeding or doing well or going for it. Like, how can we cheer each other on? At the end of the day, we're here as social beings. We're here part of this community. So why would we want everyone to be down below us? And it's a very, very weak way to get to the top of our perceived ranking system, by putting someone else down, by cutting someone else down. Just because you see someone else, going for it, doesn't mean that you are less than. What it actually is doing is it's showing you that you can be more than what you thought before. You can be more than your current limitations, your current belief systems, your current confinements, your current constraints. You can break free and make the impossible possible. So that's the message for today, guys. Get to those levels by actually seeing someone who is achieving high levels and being inspired by them and taking things away from them and implementing them in your own lives. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. Share it around with anyone you think that would really help out, and maybe we can transfer the tall poppy syndrome into, I don't know, the boost up syndrome, the Chiramadon syndrome, who knows. But yeah, share it around with anyone you feel would resonate with this message. There's nothing as heartbreaking there's lots of things that are very heartbreaking, but seeing someone cut someone else down or shut someone out, shut someone up, or, disregard someone as a human is very sad to see. So yeah, share around, and remember, as always, to be present, to don't lose the present moment, and to decide your destiny. Cheers.